Going back in. Throwing fishes. Here we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get that 3-piece. Oh, Zora comes back for a 4th. Let's go. Good job, team. This ain't gonna go well. Excuse the crying in the background. We just got a new kitten. Sorry about that, guys. We finally can start on this Dreadnought here. We've been sitting down here for like a minute and some change trying to get this Dreadnought. Our Ninetales is working our way downtown, I guess you could say. And Wigglytuff does steal it. I mean, go figure. But we throwing fishes. We in there. We in here. Mr. Mario about to get some too. Oh, let's go. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh, shush. How y'all doing, man? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Featuring Cramorant here in Masters Rank. I wanted to show this game off to you guys. Got a couple people talking about Cramorant as of late. You know, asked me to do some Cramorant stuff going on here. We end up playing with the Snorlax in our top lane, which is the best support that you can possibly get running with Cramorant, in my opinion. I'm gonna show you guys this. You guys are gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Cramorant is one of those Pokemon that it's a setup Pokemon, so he does really, really well with a good team composition. Let alone if you have somebody who's competent in their abilities to lane with you, you do quite well. And by the way, typically when I'm doing videos now, I like to put clips, like little mini clips ahead of my video. That way you guys can see certain situations that happen in certain games. I try to use those as like a learning tool. And some of them are pretty good highlights. Some of them are just like, okay, I can understand what's going on here type of ordeal. Like, it's a learning process for myself, for everybody. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around, staying tuned for all these new Pokemon Unite videos, man. These guides, tips, and tricks coming up here. I appreciate you guys for being here. Loving this game, loving the community. It's pretty nice, man. Discord channels all around. Let's hop back into this one here. We get to go top lane again with the Snorlax. We're playing against the Snorlax and Lucario. This is probably like one of your best matchups, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is everyone's all like, but it's Lucario, he does a lot of damage. This is true. But the thing is, you have a Snorlax with you, this one actually is pretty good at what he does. Like, he's in there, he protects me really well and what have you. So that's good. But on the other side, you're playing against Lucario, where his only thing that he can do is go in, essentially, or run away, right? So therefore, when he jumps on you, you have Whirlpool, and you have Hurricane, then you have a big body who's blocking you, i.e. Snorlax. Like, you're free to do so much DPS in this top lane, where they can't really win the 2v2s. Even on objectives up here, like when they're trying to go up and get their other, I forgot this Pokemon called, Apom. Excuse me. When they're trying to get their Apoms and stuff, you can just walk up, Whirlpool and Hurricane and walk away, essentially. Because the only thing you have to worry about is Lucario power punching you. It does a decent amount of damage. And, you know, a huge amount. But, again, Snorlax is here. And I always try to play behind my Snorlax, if possible. And that's not just for this video, that's just overall, like, my playstyle. I try to stick with my group. Unless I'm playing an Assassin, like, or Ninja, or Absol, or what have you. But when I'm playing a Pokemon such as this, I have so much crowd control I bring to my team. I'm more helpful alive than I am dead, right? Regardless if I'm, get in the back line, I pick off one target. It's better to be around my team, that way I can help protect my carries with my crowd control if I'm in that position. That Greninja made a really good play there on that Ninetales. Like, that's pretty dope. We do have a Garchomp in this game. So don't knock him yet. Don't knock him yet. He's actually a really, really good Garchomp. And you can tell just by the way he's playing and position that he actually does. He's not overly aggressive or anything of that nature because he's level 7, right? So, but once he gets to level 10, his Power Spike kicks in. He does a lot of work. The downside is he has a very, very terrible early game. But in any case, as you can see, I'm trying to play behind my team. I have a wall in front of me here, Blissey, and I have Snorlax in front of me previously. So I try to stay behind these two Pokemon, if at all, in all situations here, just because, again, you bring so much crowd control to your team. You're so valuable for these objectives. Wigglytuff's playing it alright. She's playing well. She kind of avoided Greninja for some reason. Now our Greninja's level 9, which is great. Big lead now. So now we can go down here. He's level 10. We can go down here and grab this Rednall, which will boost our Garchomp up to almost level 10 as well. I'm hitting level 9. Our team is doing really, really well. The one thing I need to like keep stressing is these rotations you have to be there for. Every single objective you got to be there in Masters ranks and Ultra rank games. Your team will, I hate to say it, but they will flame you, which is in every single game you play. Come on, let's be honest. Not just Pokemon Unite, every game. You know, if you don't do something that your teammates approve of, it's your fault, you lost, blah, blah, blah. But to be fair, in Pokemon Unite right now, objectives are key to winning currently. And I hate that because you can play flawlessly for the first 8 minutes. Like, you can do really, really well, right? One or two of your teammates derp off and Zapdos spawns and enemy team gets Zapdos, you lose. That feels real bad. Like, you just spent, 8 minutes. You could argue it's only 8 minutes, right? But again, these games are so short that you can just jump in and jump in and jump in to the next game, right? And if you play really well in all these games and just so happens your teammates don't pay attention on one objective, Zapdos or a couple Dreadnoughts, you just lose. So if you come in with that mindset of, I cannot solo carry these games. This isn't League, this isn't Smite. You have to play with your team to win objectives, to win the game. That's just the way it works. Now in the beginning, when it first came out, when this game was first, July 21st? Everyone was getting in, having fun, seeing all the new Pokemon and stuff. And now that there is I want to say like a meta, not necessarily with what Pokemon you have to play or Pokemon's not good, not that sort of thing, but like the meta is objectives. It's objective-based game. And if you're not there with the rotations, you can really fault your team, if that makes sense. But again, every Pokemon you pick up and play, they're all valuable, they're all good, they all bring something to the team, which is nice. You don't see that in every single MOBA game. You really don't. This right here is phenomenal, just because the amounts of work that my ultimate can do. It's not necessarily for the whole, oh god, he ulted, he does a lot of damage. It's more so like a zoning tool. Keep that in mind. You saw as soon as my ultimate popped, everyone decided to leave. 9 out of 10, that's what you want. Sometimes you'll get a really, really good ultimate, and you'll catch the whole team, and you'll get kills. That's great. That makes perfect highlights, right? It's pretty well. But you want to use it more so as a zoning tool, if you can. Like I walked to a bush, I popped it all. You have to either fight me or leave in that aspect. I can't be CC, it can't be crowd controlled. What you gonna do? And sometimes it's a pain in the butt to stop Cramorant when he ults, especially in a position that he gets into. I had a Blissey and a Snorlax on top of me. You weren't gonna touch me, so they have to leave. Keep in mind, Cramorant is horrible when it comes to getting bees. Like, he is absolutely like terror bad. So like, I'm sitting here struggling with bees. I've been here for like what, 30 seconds, give or take. So my team comes up and they help me take them down. That's great, appreciate y'all. But what you gonna do, man? This team fight right here, we don't really need to be here at all. And I end up getting caught out. Like, it was horrible. I shouldn't have been there either. There's no objective up there. There's no reason to be there. If you got a couple kills, great, right? But look what happens. I mean, you spawn back in like 10 seconds. It's not a big deal. Now, their Snorlax does overextend, which is fantastic for us, let's be honest. But regardless, our Snorlax has to go back to heal a little bit. So now, let's take a look at the map right here. What's going on? Garchomp is scoring in the bot lane, right? He gets that big 50 cap. Which is great. That means we're ahead in this game now. We don't need Zapdos, right? So we need to sit here and play this defensively. I could have chose to go up and help the Lucario and Greninja, but I was not in a good position. The reason being is, again, you always want to try to play with your squad. And me being Cramorant, I got a Snorlax and a Blissey. I can go ahead and follow them around for a minute, and guess what? I will always be safe in that aspect. I could have went up and helped the Greninja and Lucario, but I could have got pinched by Cinderance. I don't know. So you try to play with your squad, make smart decisions when you can. I know you got to do it on the fly, but again, as long as you use your better judgment, 9 out of 10, you can actually play in the proper position, give or take. Now, most of the time when I do play Cramorant, I am playing hyper aggressive, just because the amount of CC that I can bring inside of a lane. You can be pretty oppressive and dominant, like I said, with the right laning partner. But overall, man, it was a really good game. It was a really good game. I had a lot of fun playing Cramorant as of, what, just for this morning. I played Cramorant quite a bit, but this morning I really played a bit of them. That made sense. Well, it was another fun game. Hopefully you guys stick around. Got a lot more stuff coming up here soon. Blastoise is coming out on September 1st. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys. This has been PawsePlays. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.